I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stance and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Go, go. Get set. Later two.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Heavy. 29. 6:37. 24.
To throw his Carr. Cooper's got it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rolling to his left. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Following the penalty, Lynch. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll run to Marshawn Lynch, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
6:37.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. We'll try for 3. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On first down, Keenum. Thomas barreling ahead. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Roger.
There's Keenum now on second down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Let's go. Hey, Mike's right. Get out.
3rd and long. It's Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
6:37.
Carl try it again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but as we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now this time, Carl throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Washington, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10.
Roger. Hey, orange. Orange. 22.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. This is Booker on the dump off. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
On 3rd down, he obviously wants to throw the football, but there's nowhere to go with it, so he takes off and goes. And nowadays, to get to the 1st down marker, he blows right past it and picks up big yardage. Partner, that's a great bit of improvisation.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here come the Raiders. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. He completes it to Bryant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play there. Carr to Cooper. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll run. It's Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. DeAndre Washington, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. And he puts it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, here's Keenum. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now Keenum. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Keenum. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, orange arm! Orange arm! Roger!
Back to the air. Keenum on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Rashaan Melvin that time able to make the play. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Very left. Roger.
Again, Keenum. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
We're good. 808. 24. Go. Get set. Purdue.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
Down. 185. 29. Go.
The final shot here before half for Carr. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2,
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A second down carry for Booker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Pulled in at the 24. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The former first-round pick Shane Ray in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
It must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And McManus able to put it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Carr now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Roberts. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Carr. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Get set. 29.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
7:34. Low. Go. 29.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Keenum to throw on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
22. Down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco 1st down. Keenum hooking up with Thomas. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
On 53. Very left.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again. And now it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey, orange.
2nd and 10. Keenum here again. And that's the first NFL catch for Cortland Sutton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play. Booker on 1st down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No, Roger. Hey, go, Roger. On 53. Roger.
Now Keenum. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try and run with Booker. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Let's go, Roger.
He'll get it up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Hey, yo, let's go, let's go.
They come out here in the eye. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Keenum now on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Go, doctor, doctor. Hey, go, Roger.
Now Keenum, gotta have this one. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
McCarron now to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 17.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Townsend. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 52. Yeah, we're good. Hey, go, Roger. 22. 22.
Keenum will try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
4 down. Hold on. Hey, 52. Yeah, we're good. 53.
Out of the gun, Keenum. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, it's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield. And that paid off in a big way for them on that one. A big-time catch downfield.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Keenum. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Townsend. And incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be fourth down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start. Finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts. And it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
No. Jack, Patriot! Gone!
Back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete, and now second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute... And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Jack, Patriot!
Back to throw. And he's going to let it go deep. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively. And it'll be 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 10 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Denver, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now.